I can't wait to show the highlights, but watching it as a spectator is a lot of fun for me. I'm sure it's the same for you, being retired, not having to get in there and do that work.
It's a lot more relaxing being at finals these days.
Definitely.
Yeah, I like cheering for everybody. I love to see the Sandeno squad. I had some great swims from my swimmers tonight. How about you? How did your swimmers do?
Let's move on.
Let's not waste any time. Let's get to what we know you want to see. Let's take a look at our highlights from this evening's swims.
By Giles Smith.
All right, in the men's 100 butterfly, Michael Andrew took it out really fast, and he actually held on really strong. He wound up touching that wall here in a 51, which was a lifetime best. Even at the turn, he came in a little bit long, could have been even faster, so really look forward to watching him swim this at the Nationals coming up.
And I'm thrilled too, because he just scored me some major points, because I have him in as my 100 butterfly for my squad, so I'm thrilled on that. And like you said, his turn probably could have been a little bit better, so it's always great as a swimmer to know that you have a little bit more that you can improve on, so you know next time you get on those blocks, there's room for improvement.
Well, on this one, if you want to go to the swim squads, we could talk about Lezak's squad here for a second. Justin Rest took it out really fast, and he looked really good the first 50. And Blake Peroni took the lead, and Justin did close a little bit here, and it was a real tight race at the finish, but it does look like Blake held on for the victory on this one. You had 5 guys here that are all young national team members, so this is great for USA going into the relay.
Yeah, and I can't tell if he looks happy or not happy. He too is also on Sandeno squad. I didn't know if I should put him in or not, but my freestyler for my squad pick went to the one and only Zane Grothe. Zane, you have been tearing it up for Sandeno squad. You have been on fire all series, all pro series. I mean, we're just so thrilled and excited that you're joining with us tonight, but for me, for all the points you're scoring me, so thank you, Zane.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah, definitely. So we're going to take a look at your 400 freestyle, which you just got out of the water, joining us here. He's waiting to have his dinner, so thank you so much. Can you take us through what today's goal for your 400 was, what you're hoping to set up for nationals? We'll take a look at your highlights right here. But what were your intentions? What was your kind of mission at hand for this 400?
I wanted to swim it a little differently than I normally do. I've gotten into such a routine of coming back fast and relying on that so much that I needed to change up the race strategy a little bit once I start getting more used to the international competition.
Right.
Not going to be able to come back on those guys. So tonight I wanted to switch it up one last time and work on taking it out a little faster.
Excellent. So here we have you coming into the halfway. We're going into the 200 here. How are you feeling? How's your game plan feeling? Can you see on the other side of the pool right now?
Just before the flip turn, I had no idea what was going on. It felt good. It wasn't until I just came off the wall and got a good look around where I realized I was out fast.
So Zane, as you're closing in on this race, I noticed your stroke changed a little bit as you're going into the finish. Is that something you work on, or is that just you're just trying as hard as you can to get to the wall?
It is something I work on. It's a little bit of a technique shift. It's something that I think is pretty unique to myself, and it's always, again, it's something I've relied on to get me back faster than anybody else.
Yeah, it looked really strong coming home at the end there, and you were able to hold him off, and it was a real strong finish.
And that was coming off of your mile last night, which I know you said you weren't very thrilled on that time, but second place, scored us some great points. How did your 400 feel tonight compared to yesterday's mile?
Yesterday's mile was a rough start to the meet. It's hard to open up unrested for a 1500. But regardless, swimming fast or swimming slow, racing in season's good training, for the brain, for the heart, and getting used to how anything could feel at the end of the season. So it was a good practice starting off with that 1500. Tonight, way more fresh. It felt, I could feel the fact that the total volume has come down just a little bit.
Sure.
A lot of easy speed, took advantage of that, and it paid off.
Speaking of rest for a distance swimmer, I mean, I've been a sprinter, I'm used to resting a lot. Kaitlin being a female mid-distance distance swimmer, not so much. I know some guys are already starting resting, some are 1 week resters. What's your typical plan?
We've started coming down already,
okay.
Barely. Total volume, just a little bit. Main sets are still maxed out. Weight room is still full. So I'm still real tired on the back end of my races, but I got a little easy speed because got a little more pop in me.
All right, great.
So you think for that 200 you'll be feeling a little bit fresher for that, or
I should have a little extra easy speed out front. I'll probably exploit that as well.
And so each season, I mean, you're just improving, and I think, for all of you that kind of followed Zane in his career, and if you're new to Zane's story, what I love is that for the Sandeno squad, we're playing for the Jet Series Foundation, whose motto is never ever give up, and Zane and I are proudly wearing our never ever give up wristbands. But do you mind sharing a little bit why never ever give up means a little bit more to you personally?
It does. I mean, that motto has been something that's really stuck with me before I even knew Nigu was part of them as well. it's been a long career to get to this point for me. I've had a lot of ups and downs. I've had those breaking points where, you know, I've turned around and said, all right, this is it. This is everything I've done. And you know, there's the little part of you that says you've tried so hard for so long that you got to try one more time. You got to give it another shot. And I mean, I had a big moment that really paid off a couple of years ago, and it's really taken off from there.
That's amazing. And where was that moment?
That was in spring of 2015. That was about a year after college. I had a degree I was sitting on that I wasn't using, and I was trying to make a pro career out of the sport.
That's amazing. And talking about, you know, some fast swimming and how much you've progressed, I mean, this pool obviously means a lot to you. Not very long ago, 2 American records set right here. Did you have some good feels coming into this meet?
I did. I walked in and I could feel the excitement I had when I walked in December, fully shaved, fully tapered, knowing that I was going to do something amazing. So it feels good to be back.
Do you mind sharing some of your goals coming into Irvine, or is that stuff that you like to keep to yourself? Or
I could drop some hints.
Okay, we'll take it.
I've already gone a best time in the mile twice this season, and the 800 unrested. So knowing that and knowing all the work I've been putting in for the last year for my distance races, I'm going to blow those best times out of the water.
That's amazing.
I'm looking to be, you know, I skipped the 1500 last year, definitely going for it this year. So I'm looking for at least top 2 finishes in those races for the distance stuff. And even so, as I get older, I'm getting stronger naturally, so it's almost a bonus for that 200 and 400 freestyle. The strength and the power are really coming into play too there.
That's
as
amazing. Well, we're wishing you all the best. Thank you for waiting around with us this evening and joining us on Deck Pass Live. I, you know, obviously will be cheering extra loud for you the rest of the meet and at Nationals, but it's been really exciting to watch your career progress, and thank you for, you know, representing Team Ningu so well and being on Sandeno squad.
Of course, it's a great opportunity. Thanks for having me.
Thanks, Zane.
All right, thanks a lot, Zane. We're going to be hearing from Ali DeLoof when we come back. Stay with us.
Thanks.
Thanks, Zane. Thanks, bud. Hey, how you doing? It's Jason Lezak. I'm here on Deck Pass Live with national teamer Ali DeLoof. Hey, Ali, how you doing?
Good, how are you?
I'm good, thanks. So I want to talk a little bit about this swim meet and a little bit about what else is going on preparing for nationals. So what do you got going on here at the meet today?
I swam the 100 free today. I'll swim it again tonight at finals in the B flight, or in the B final, and then I got the 50 free and 100 back for the rest of the weekend.
Okay, so you are a backstroke specialist, and you also do really well in freestyle. So coming up to nationals in 3 weeks, what are you really looking forward to?
I'm really looking forward to just racing outside in California and getting a tan and just having fun and seeing what happens.
So you know nationals are in my hometown of Irvine, my home pool. It's a real fast pool, and I know you said you swam there before, so there's going to be a lot of fans cheering. How's it feel to get in front of more than, you know, a few hundred people when you step it up to maybe a couple thousand?
I mean, it's definitely nerve-wracking. In 2016 trials, I had never been in a big venue like that with so many people, but I really like when people are cheering loud, and I just like to have fun. So I'm excited and looking forward to it.
All right, so I know they have the 50 backstroke at nationals. When I was swimming, they didn't have 50s of strokes, and I know it's made a lot of people happy. You do like the 50 backstroke, so what are you looking forward to about swimming that this summer?
I just really like sprint events, so we'll see what happens with 50 back.
All right, so you're trying to qualify for the World Championships, right? Okay, so that would be fun. Where are the World Championships next year?
Tokyo, right?
Okay, they're in Tokyo. You do your research, you make sure. But we're all looking forward to nationals and Pampacks. Tell me a little bit about outside of the pool. I know you're a professional now, so what's that like to be a professional swimmer?
Yeah, I've been a professional for 2 years now, still training at the University of Michigan, so with the college team. I just really like to be able to do my own thing, but also have people training with me. So I have that support. Everyone's cheering each other on during workouts. I'm also getting my master's right now, finishing up. I have about 6 weeks left in my program. So it's been hard to juggle the swimming and school. I actually took 4 months off at the beginning of the year, so it was a nice recovery for me. But yeah, it definitely hasn't been easy juggling grad school and swimming, but I've been figuring it out.
Well, that was one of the first things I was going to say, because when I became a professional, I wasn't in school, and there was a lot of laying around, a lot of resting. So now you're actually still in school, so there's not a lot different than being a college student, because you are still. So, but once that finishes, you're going to have a different lifestyle, and it's going to be fun, and you're going to be able to relax a lot. So are you looking forward to that?
Yes. I can't wait till August 10th. I get to celebrate my birthday after that and relax and fully focus on training, which will be great.
All right, well, we look forward to seeing you swim tonight and the rest of the meet, and good luck this summer at Nationals.
Thank you.
All right. Hey, it was great to catch up with Ali. Since then, she just swam the 100 free tonight and wound up getting second place in the consolation finals to her sister. And
that would be brutal, racing your sister all the time.
It was a good swim. I guess she's got two other sisters, and one of them was in the final.
3 other sisters. There's like 4 of them.
It's a lot of
They're
kids.
DeLoofs everywhere.
So, yeah, she had a great swim, but she's really looking forward to the events coming up later, as she mentioned, the specialist in the backstroke, and she also does well in the 50 free, so it'll be fun to watch her.
Fantastic. Well, I just love that she's really looking forward to getting a tan in Irvine. Like, that's my type of girl. But getting back to the swimming, getting back to the 100s that we are just talking about, talk us through these 100 butterflies that we saw. 100 freestyles, my bad.
Here is Mallory Comerford. She was one of the top Americans in this race, and she's in lane 3 right here. It's a great field, a lot of fast girls, everyone at different places in their training right now.
Definitely.
We're looking at Mallory. You know, some people, I favor her to win this race, but we're going to find out what happens.
She's on your squad, right?
She is on my squad.
No
Maybe that's why I favored
Little
her.
extra pressure.
Margot Gear's in the lead right here in the middle, but take a look here at lane 2, making a strong charge on the finish. It's a tight race.
Definitely. I kind of was the outside smoke there, right, Jason?
Yeah, Siobhan Hahi really came home strong on the end of this and out-touched her, and a great time. 53.8 at this time of the year is really fast.
I was really impressed with Allison Smith's 100 freestyle that she pulled together today. Really impressive swim where she is, and her training and getting back into the groove of things. Definitely really for Allison Schmidt, as I know a lot of fans are as well.
Yeah, Allison's fun for, obviously I swam a lot with Allison, so it's great to see her still swimming well.
Definitely, and she just seemed really thrilled with her races. I mean, that's a tight field, some outside smoke that we weren't really expecting, but I think Allison, you know, has this mental capacity just to shine, have so much fun, and I think, you know, a happy swimmer is a fast swimmer, so obviously rooting for Allison, but 100 freestyle, I think right now, don't you think it's a hard time with the taper process and racing right now and whatnot?
I mean, as we saw in the guys, some of those guys were closer to their best times than others, so you never really know at this time of year. 3 weeks out, you're starting your taper, and you know, so here we're going to take a look at some of the other races here with the 100 butterfly for the women.
That was a fantastic race that we got to see tonight.
Yeah, this was amazing. Obviously, Kelsey in lane 4
huge favorite.
You know, the top American for many years now, Olympian in 2016, and she went out really fast and even came home stronger. I love watching her swim. She was out in 27, back in 30, and you know, when she finishes this race, a lot of these girls fatigue, and you can see she keeps her stroke together. She keeps the speed coming strong all the way to the finish, and actually did have a long glide into the wall, and still a great 57.2 to finish that race.
You know what's interesting about that win is, I mean, that is a huge commanding lead. That's not a type of lead that you normally see in a 100 butterfly, but that's usually a lead that you see more in the 400 freestyle. And
like this right here, Sandeno squad once again.
Sandeno squad just throwing it down.
You know,
what
we saw Leah do this in the prelims, but I did not think she would have this kind of commanding lead in the finals. She really came home strong as well, and to finish at a 4:04 this time of year,
like blows my mind. Literally blows my mind.
And as we talked to her earlier, we know she hasn't started her taper yet. So that's a great swim right now.
I mean, I would want a bronze medal, and my time was slower than that in the 400 free. So to think that she's doing that in season, you know, at a Pro Series meet, just, you know, right in the middle or beginning of a taper.
And once again, Allison right next to her there, she got 3rd in that event. So she had a great double today. We got Lily King there, lane 3 for the 200 breast. No surprise, Lily's got some speed. She took it out fast. That's her specialty. And she held on really well in this event. And she's going to surprise some people. I know she has lofty goals in the 200 breast. you know, talking about maybe going under 220 this year. So if she can do that, that's going to be really good with the rest of the world. 224 finishing right now, so she's got a few seconds to go.
Well, I think what's been interesting about Lily is that she's been really known for the 100 breaststroke, then obviously getting some of the 50 breaststroke, and now she's really putting all this attention and focus in the 200 breaststroke, and like you said, these huge goals that she has. So to specialize in the 100 and, you know, the 50 when we get to do it, and then the 200, and she's a girl that puts it out there, and she definitely back up what she's saying. So that'll be exciting to see what she does at Irvine.
Yeah, I look forward to seeing that as well.
Definitely. So awesome swimming. We have, you know, full day tomorrow, Sunday. We really appreciate you guys following along with us. We have an exciting guest tomorrow. Katie Miley will be joining us on Deck Pass Live, so you're not going to want to miss that. Stay tuned.
Don't tell me she's another Sandeno squad.
She is another. She'll be in the afternoon with us. She also is on the Sandeno squad, except I got to say I had entered her in the 200 breaststroke today, and she didn't show up in it. But we also are going to spend some time with Blake Peroni, also a Sandeno squad.
Of course, of course.
So my squad just gets to come hang out here. I'm excited too because I haven't gotten to like really meet a lot of my team members until recently, so it's fun for me to connect on that level, and you get to be an honorary Sandeno squad member.
I'll be lucky enough to interview one of my squad members on Sunday.
Fantastic. Thank you guys so much for spending your Friday evening with us. We look forward to seeing you tomorrow morning.